What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Just out here doing a little bit of a hike, just doing a day hike. Looks like it's going to be a decent day. It's hot, it's 90 degrees, but there's a really good wind coming along, and I think that's going to help keep it nice and cool. But forgot my sunglasses, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. But yeah, we're gonna come out here and try a couple different loops. I've got my girlfriend's son with me. He's got his own channel. It's Fun with Daniel. He's right there, back there. It looks like he's doing a little video. But yeah, we're gonna hit these trails, and we're gonna start out going that way, and it's gonna lead into a trailhead we're gonna pick up, and then we're both gonna go sort of separate directions, and yeah, we're gonna go from there and meet up and then see what other trail we're gonna hit. Got the chest mount on, so try to get some decent footage. Not sure what we're gonna see around here, but I guess we're gonna find out. All right, have a good one. Looks like Daniel's up there getting his camera mounted to his chest, his chest mount. You get it figured out?
I'm just trying to close it back down. It just goes right here.
Yeah, you put this here. So, ready? Yeah, so like I said earlier, we're just gonna walk up and hit this trailhead. And once we hit that trailhead, we're gonna split off into two different directions. Probably should have stopped at the trailhead or at the main office and grabbed you a map. I didn't think about that, but it's just a loop, so we'll be all right. Like I said, it's 90 degrees, but there's a really strong wind coming through, so it doesn't feel like it. I'm sure once we get going and get some miles on our legs, we're probably going to start feeling that 90 degrees a little bit more. Trying out some new hiking boots today. I had some Columbias before and they were okay. They just didn't seem to loosen it up at all. They were just really stiff. Other than that, they were fine. I got some Merrells this time. Don't actually remember what they're called. But so far, so good. They're really comfortable. I have a pair of Merrell tactical boots. Those things feel like I'm wearing tennis shoes. So, all right. Well, we're gonna keep on moving. Meet back up at the trailhead, and we'll go from there. This thing's pretty cool out here at Sleepy Hollow. And it says a hunting or wildlife viewing blind. So it looks like you can call Sleepy Hollow and rent this. I guess I didn't realize that hunting was even possible here at Rose Lake, but I guess it is. It looks like you could get inside.
It's first come, first served.
Yeah, you can put, huh. I guess that's pretty cool. Photography or apparently hunting at Sleepy Hollow. I had no idea.
It's a bluish color. They were trying to make camera.
Yeah. Hunting blinds may be reserved by calling the park. Anyone may reserve the blind. If there isn't a reservation, hunters may use the blind on a first come, first served basis. Okay. Here we are. started the trail. Pretty well groomed here, actually. Nice and wide. Looks like there used to be some sort of creek running through here. Completely dry. That's wild. A lot of deer tracks in there, though. Huh. I'm gonna check into that hunting blind, see what the deal is with that. We're just gonna do a small loop today, just to check it out. Trying a different part. We have hiked Sleepy Hollow several times, but really doesn't seem to be the same. It just seems like whatever side you go on, it might be a little bit different, so that's cool. Pretty good trails here. We got here to 14. It looks like this is just a nice loop. You head that way. And it just kind of curves around and it meets up with this one and comes back. Or you can pick another trail. You get to 13 that way. This way is that trail and this one is that trail, and they meet up. You can loop back, go back to 15, or you can follow this trail, which I'm going to do a little more in the fall. I'm going to try to do this whole loop. I think it's only like 16 miles for the entire thing. But I think in the fall, I mean, like I said, it's 90 degrees. Mosquitoes are insane out here. We're not going to do a whole lot. I'm going to start heading back. We're going to start walking. Daniel's up there. He's walking ahead. Looks like he stopped for a drink. It's like I said, folks, it is hot. It is just so hot. And I think we're going to try to come back tomorrow. Do it in the morning. It's pretty nice in the shade. There is a good breeze. It does feel good, but the humidity is so thick in here. I mean, you can just feel it when you're walking through. So but yeah, I think we're going to come out here. We're going to try to wait until closer to this fall when it starts getting a little cooler, a little more comfortable weather. And we'll get up here right before the sun comes up. Just start at the beginning of the trail. Like I said, that was 14 back there. I want to start at 1 and work my way all the way around through the whole thing, and then circle back to 1. It's pretty quiet out here. We've been out here for a while. I'm not sure how long it's been. 45 minutes maybe, anyways. I haven't seen a single person out here. We did where we parked. There was a guy that got on a mountain bike. And these trails are pretty cool out here, so you can hike. They have trails for like hiking and mountain biking. And then there's another trail that they'll have off to the side of these that's for horses. And I know we were out here last year, my girlfriend and I, quite a few times. We'd hike, like I said, we'd hike the other side. And there's several times where we'd end up on the equestrian trail and seeing some horses coming by. It was pretty neat. I'm thinking it's pretty thick all through there. So more than likely that trail would be over there is what I'm thinking, where it's more open. But I'm pretty impressed with how groom they keep these trails through here. They're nice and wide, so if somebody's coming the other way, everybody's got room. It is real easy to tell where you are. Everything's marked good. I was trying to check the layout of the map as the trail contours around here, and it's pretty close. It's not exact on, but you definitely can point out where you are on a map. And then every so often there's a trailhead that also has that same map that's on that trailhead. So I don't believe there's any real way to get lost in here. I guess. Unless you don't pay any attention at all as to where you parked. That could be a problem. So this is Daniel's first time really doing a hike. We did a short one last time. A couple years ago with him, I think it was. But we got him some gear this year. Like I said, once fall gets out, fall gets around and the temperatures are cooler, humidity's not sucking everything out of you. We're gonna take them up, maybe to like the Pinckney Waterloo area. We're gonna do a little bit more around here to get his legs underneath him. Let's face it, mine too. We actually haven't hiked at all this year. I really had plans on doing a lot more of that. With that COVID stuff, they had a lot of stuff shut down, then they opened the trails, and from what I understand, seeing some group posts on Facebook, these places were just packed during that time, but which is fine. I mean, if you can't do anything else, I don't think anything beats just being out in the outdoors. I love this, but I also like to do this with a little bit of solitude, I guess. When I hike, I usually do this stuff to get away from people, not necessarily be hiking with a crowd. So we didn't do that. We had a couple small trails by the house that we did. That was, not really much of a big deal. So, all right. Got like this is where we came in up here. We already followed that loop back there. So I think what we're gonna do, instead of head back to the car right from here, we're gonna make a right and just try to check that side out a little bit. We're back at 15. We're gonna make a run down here. It's only half a mile. Yeah. I can't believe how dry this creek bed is. That is insane, especially with the amount of rain. I was going to say water, but the amount of rain that we got yesterday, really pretty much the entire day. You'd think that there'd be more. I don't know. So hopefully, like I said, the mosquitoes are not as bad on this side. A lot of acorns laying here. I bet you the deer at night are crazy through here when there's not any people. I mean, they're just everywhere. This thing's pretty interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. maybe, I don't know, somebody was trying to make like a bushcrafting shelter. It's hard to say. Who knows? Some sort of shelter, it looks like. Doesn't really look like anybody's been inside it. Not for a while, anyways. Strange. What do you think? Did you do that while I was way back there? You came up here and made yourself a little bushcraft shelter?
I could have, actually. I'm not sure if I would have built it like that, though.
Yeah.
You get a strong enough window to fall over.
No, they're locked pretty good together. It looks like that was the way that they get it. That's strange. I'm surprised that if somebody did that, they did it this close to the trail. I mean, the trail's right here and some sort of shelter there.
I don't know if they allowed it.
They don't.
Okay.
They don't, which is why it's a little strange. I would think that it would be way in there a lot farther, but who knows? Maybe some homeless or something. It's hard to say. Again, I think if I was to do something like that, or like stealth camping, you know, if somebody was trying to stealth camp, which is where you sneak in someplace and camp, I would not have it right on the trail. I've never done stealth camping. My luck, I'd get caught. I'm not very slick with stuff like that. Get caught?
No, like
Would I want to get, I don't know. I'd rather just do some backpacking. Now this side doesn't seem to have as many mosquitoes actually. I like how they have these arrows here telling you which way to go. It seems pretty cut and dry to me because there is no other trail. So I guess we go this way according to the arrow. It is windy and it's deceiving because you would think with all this wind it would make it a lot cooler. However, one thing that is a fact is wind. So not only do you have the heat of 90 degrees, it is extremely humid. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's very high. You can just feel it as you're walking. And then you have wind, and wind blowing on you will actually dehydrate you. So at this point, we have three things working against us as far as hydration goes. But we did bring water, and we do have Gatorades in the car for when it's over. And Daniel, make sure you check out his channel, Fun with Daniel. He's got some pretty neat stuff on there. He likes to do some educational stuff, some fun stuff. Let him know what you think of it. Some sort of bridge or something used to be here. I wonder what that's all about. Or some sort of shelter or something used to be here. Huh. That's interesting. I have never been on this side. So this trail seems to be pretty good. Getting pretty hot. Can't seem to feel the wind as strong on this side as we did the other side. But that's not so bad either. This area is pretty cool. That'd be a cool place to set up. But if you could bushcraft here, that would be really cool. Good spot. Up off the ground, like it's on a hill, so if it rained, all the water would wash down. All these creek beds in here are so dry. That's so strange to me. As much rain as we've had, I don't know why they're dry. Looks like some sort of rock bed up here or something. Not sure if you can see that from here. Hey, how are you? Good. Well, I'd say we've been out here for what, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours?
Yeah, hour.
It's been longer than an hour.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, probably hour and a half. That's the first person that we've seen since we've been out on this trail. Why, you ask? Because it's 90 degrees and extremely humid. This was stupid, but hiking's always a good time. So, what do you think, Daniel?
I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. We're back at the trailhead. So now we're just going to continue on, head back to the car with the AC. And like I said earlier, I think we're going to come back this weekend. It's supposed to be like in the 70s. That's hiking weather right there. Actually, I like it when it's in the 50s.
Not 90.
Yeah, 90, not so much. But, I mean, pretty cool area. I'm still, that blind is just really weird to me. I had no idea you could hunt here. Oh, this wild land. You usually see a bunch of deer out there. It's pretty decent. So you come back up here and you get that wind. I don't know what the difference is.
Probably the trees.
Obviously that, but you would still hear the wind back there. There was like no wind at all. Trees weren't moving. As soon as you come through this little area right here, it does feel good. So it was good to get out. It's been a long time. I actually haven't, like I said earlier, I have not hiked since last year at all. We did quite a bit last year, but for some reason this year we just didn't go out. But it does feel good to get out and stretch the legs. I didn't get it on video, but we seen this little fawn still had spots on it. I feel like that's kind of a late drop. Maybe not, but to still have its spots on it in end of August, I guess. It was pretty neat. It kind of kept running away a little bit, but stayed in that basic area. Sure, Mom wasn't too far off, but it didn't seem too afraid of us. So I can see up there that gate. Just across that road is the car. Inside that car is a cold Gatorade and cold AC. And that's what I'm looking for. But hey, thanks for coming along with us. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. If you have, appreciate it. Make sure you click the bell, hit all so you get all the notifications. But our first hike done. Took till August. We're only out about an hour and a half, but that's good enough for a day like this. Really should have went out this morning. Keep an eye on the weather, see how it is. I know the next couple of days are supposed to be pretty brutal. So, all right, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot, guys.